family. So y'all gonna have to excuse me a little bit because I am like low-key under the weather. So I may sound a little congested or clogged up. But today I said we're going to do a full-blown behind the scenes of how I prepare for a catering event. So today my event is February 21st. And today is February 16th. So my event is on Friday. Today is Sunday. So today is doing all the grocery shopping. As long as the stores have it all stocked up, I'm going to get everything I need for this event that's on this coming Friday. So we're going to have, it's not going to be a long day, but it is going to be a full morning. It's 8:05. It'll probably be 8 o'clock right now. My clock's a little fast. But it's 8 o'clock right now. So we have to go over to Virginia Beach and basically to get everything I need. I have to go to a total of 4 stores. Restaurant Depot, Sam's Club, the Chef Store, and Kroger. So I've already written out my grocery list. I already see what I need to get from each particular store. And now we just have to hope that everything is still in stock and it has everything that I need. So how I typically do things is I will literally go online, make my grocery list, then I will go online and see, okay, what's the better place to get whatever from. So I basically kind of do like an online shopping style way to compare the prices between, okay, should I get this from Restaurant Depot, should I get this from Sam's? And then that also kind of lets me know what my budget is going to be, because originally when I set out and I write my contracts and everything, you do that same thing to kind of get the pricing, because food prices, they just change constant. So I do that in the beginning when I'm making the contract, but then also when it's time to actually get the product, I redo it again just to make sure, okay, am I still within the proper budget that I set out for, or is it going to be a little more because things could have went up. So that is another reason why I kind of compare pricing between the stores that I have to go to. So on my list, and I may show y'all my list if I get the opportunity, just so you can see how I did it. Like I said, to make my shopping easy as possible, I literally write down, okay, this is the brand, this is the store I'm gonna get it from, and so I don't forget how much I need. I also write out the quantity amount of what I need as well, so that way I don't over shop or also don't under shop or whatnot. So that is what we are doing this morning. We are getting all our materials that we need for this Friday's event. So stay tuned and I'll be back, y'all. All right, family, good morning. It's day 2 of me preparing for my event. Me just taking you all behind the scenes of how I prepare for an event. So it is, my clock is a little fast, so I believe it's like probably 5:09 in the morning. So y'all can see me. 5:09 in the morning. I am on my way to Kroger just to pick up some little bitty things, and then I am going to get started on my desserts for Friday, and also for the restaurant that I do prepare desserts for. So that's the gist, that's the itinerary for today. Today is baking day. It's Tuesday, so on Sunday we did the bulk of our grocery shopping. Monday could have been a baking day, but I am not gonna lie to you, I'm still trying to fight off a cold. And Monday I just kind of like woke up not feeling my best at all. So I did do a little work, but my main plan was I cleaned my house. You know, with having a busy schedule, I am not gonna lie, giving TLC to my home is one of the hardest things. To do it on a regular, consistent schedule. So on Monday, I cleaned my house. I cleaned up everything. So that way, while I am working throughout the week and I come home, it helps me keep my mind like mentally clear and mentally focused, because I'm walking into a clean house. So that way, it just gives me the proper mindset to be able to conquer my week, especially when it's a busy week. When my house is just like messy or cluttered, it definitely does mess with my mind. Just because I know that once I get my event done, like, it's showing me that I still have more work to do. I really can't rest unless I just choose to rest and neglect my home. So that's what I did on Monday. I did that to kind of give me some mental clarity, to see if that would just kind of, you know, try to clean out the sickness from me being sick over the weekend. And so that was Monday. Today is baking day. And like I said, it is 5 in the morning, and I will hop back on here when I'm leaving so we can see how long it takes me for the day. I'm hoping that I can at least be done with my list by 5 p.m. Because every day this week is going to be an early morning. So, all right, family, let's just stay tuned, and I'll get back with y'all. Hey, fam. Okay, so this is day 3 of the preparation for my event on Friday. And I'm not gonna be on here long, y'all, but so, you know, in business sometimes you will always get first, and those firsts, who knows when they come. So I am in Virginia, the 757 Hampton Roads to be exact, and we are scheduled to have a snowstorm. So it's calling for, like, and I'm gonna be real with y'all, like, I have not even looked at the weather reports or anything, just because we always get, you know, so this year has been kind of like, this winter season has kind of been like crazy when it comes to snow. The last time that we got like a large amount of snow here was when I first moved back home, which was 2018, to where it was like city was shut down, like snowed in. I feel like they're calling for more snow this time than that time, so we're gonna have to see. So it is 5 something in the morning. My goal, so the snow is supposed to start at 10 a.m. Basically, a lot of things are already shut down. Schools are closed. Shipyard, like, is basically closed. A lot of things are just already shut down. And people are working from home. So my goal is, just in case it does snow and we get an abundance, so that I don't get stuck. I don't want to be like, I don't want it to be too crazy trying to get back home. So my goal is to try and be done as soon as possible. But the goal is, like, okay, if I can be done by like 4 or 5 o'clock, hopefully that'll be good timing. Yesterday I didn't get home until like after 8 p.m. So we're supposed to have snow starting at 10 a.m. today through tomorrow. But like I said, I have not looked at the reports, so I don't even know necessarily what it's going to look like. I'm just really praying we don't get anything. I hope that they stick to how they normally do and they get it wrong and we don't get any snow. Because yesterday I did have kind of like a oh my god moment. The client had called because the place where the event is at, the like an email had went out to say like everything was like closed until the weekend. And so that meant like all social events and everything. So, you know, that was kind of like okay, well, we have to see what's going to happen because, you know, I'm already in the prep process. All the food has already been purchased. And, you know, when you're a week out from the event, and at this point, we're not even a week out, we're like days out. You know, if rescheduling, yes, we can reschedule, but it's more, you run into some problems because you already purchased all the food. You already started prepping or whatnot. So, you know, of course you're going to do what you can do to like prevent as much waste as possible. But there's still going to be waste for this particular menu. So, you know, I had to worry about that for like the first little part of the day. Cause I'm not going to lie, y'all. Like, you know, I started my day at 5:30, which was my start time. And I had like the bulk of my prep list done before we even got to 11 a.m. And so, you know, I was like, okay, I should be able to get home like at a decent time. But then when we were, it was possibly that things would have to be rescheduled, you know, I was like, okay, well, let me put a halt on everything that I'm doing. So that kind of slowed down the production. So when I got the call back to be like, you know, everything's good, everything is a go for Friday, you know, of course I picked back up on production, but it did cause me, I feel like, for my day to become a little bit longer. Because yesterday was like my baking day. Like it was all about getting the desserts done. And so that's just time consuming in itself. Because, you know, the oven got to do what it got to do. You have to give it time to bake. So, but today I feel like because I got the bulk of that out the way, it's some tedious stuff that I have to do. Like, of course, like cleaning the meat and all that stuff, trimming the fat off and all that jazz. So that's going to be the most time consuming. Then I do have to do my pie dough. That may be time consuming because I do have to roll out like 50 mini pie shells. So that may be time consuming. So today it's not a huge prep list, but it's tedious today. But I am hoping that me starting, because I don't have to go to no grocery store or nothing. So y'all, let me just tell y'all. So normally when I'm on the road right now, it's usually still cars. It's still cars on the road right now, but it's usually more cars on the road because I tend to go to work when shipyard workers are going to work or when third shift is getting ready to get off. But it's very roads are lights. So that's the plan for today, is to try to get done. My goal is to be able to be home. We'll be done by 4 or 5 o'clock. Hopefully I get home by like 5:30, and hopefully it's nothing like too crazy with the roads. And then fingers still crossed, like I hope that nothing changes with my events. Right now I'm not really worried about it. You know, we got contracts in place. And I'm not worried about it either because the event is Friday. They already have a plan, you know, shovel out the parking lot. Like, my thing is, as long as y'all not rescheduling nothing, I already let them know. Rain, snow, sunshine, we gonna be there. Yeah, because, you know, at the end of the day, invoices have been paid, contracts have been signed. If y'all not shutting it down, we not shutting it down. So we just gotta put, you know, extra parameters into place just to make sure that, you know, we give ourselves enough time to get there now, because, you know, we gotta think of the weather conditions, make sure, you know, staff gets there safely and everything. So yeah, so that was how day 2 kind of happened, where it was like this was not on the bingo card, but, you know, we just call it Monopoly, and we passed go, so we're still good to go. So now today is just, okay, well, let's see what this weather is really about to hit on, and we're gonna just be racing towards the clock to try to get as much done as possible to get home. Tomorrow is for real my last day to like really prep. So today is like I really do need to get everything on my prep list done, because tomorrow should be like a light day though. Yeah, we're gonna see how today goes. Today is like just we're watching the weather, see what the snow is gonna come down and hit like. That's really like today's like you know, yesterday was oh, well, we got to reschedule, and today we're gonna look at the weather. So y'all pray for y'all. Well, you know, I can't say that because y'all not even gonna see this because this is behind the scenes action. But y'all stay tuned so y'all can see what happens.